Alright, today we're talking about the dumbbell burpee. Alright, so essentially it's a burpee and then you just deadlift the dumbbells. Alright, so it'll look like this. And repeat, right? So, there you go, that's the movement. It's a relatively simple movement, however, it involves a ton of muscle groups, so it's gonna be, like most burpees, challenging, right? And just in a different sort of way, right? So, a few things that are different than something like a devil's press, right? Where you're pulling them in and then you pull up over your head. Biggest difference here is with like the devil's press, you can get away with jumping your feet out wide and then pulling those dumbbells back to meet you and then pressing them up overhead. With the dumbbell burpee, you can't get away with that, right? So you have to fully compress, right? Just like people cheat the burpee where they'll kind of do one of these and they'll half compress, lean back, and then jump, right? You can't really do that here because then you'll be dragging those dumbbells back and lifting them when they're way out in front of you. That's not what you want to do, right? So the difference here is that when I jump down, the same thing, I can get up kind of like a slinky, or I can just snap straight up. But either way, I need to make sure my feet land between those dumbbells all the way there, right? If I don't, I'll land them back here or out in front. It makes it really hard to lift up, right? Or I'll have to walk them in, right? So depending on your standard, there's two things you can do. Either literally walk your feet in like that, if you can get away with that lunge step, or second option, you just have to fully compress, right? Jump those feet all the way in, nice and narrow, stand up, just like that, right? So that's my suggestion. You just gotta make sure you really watch the compression, that you compress fully when you do this. That'll make that deadlift way easier because then it's actually under your center of mass when you lift, right? So there you go, guys, some tips for the dumbbell burpee.